All right, everybody, I have to give a little shout out here. This is a kind of a crazy story, but this whole internet thing, I guess as my joke would be, it's catching on, right? But you never know who you're going to get connected with. But let me tell you this short story. So doing some research, we want to find out what's a fair wage to pay someone who's doing some work at a property that I'm helping somebody with, and the neighbor said they would work on it, but we don't want to pay them less than it should be, but they're giving us a deal. So I do some research, right? And then naturally it ends up being where the company that I do some research for, it comes to one of these lead generation sites. Well, the lead generation site, then I'm thinking I'm going to get a quote so I can at least base it off some kind of cost. Well, it ends up going to a local vendor for this particular type of stuff we need, lawn care. So with that, I'm like, you know what? I feel bad. Kind of this guy got sent on a bit of a goose chase, but you can see these guys. This is my buddy, a good friend now, good buddy, Chris Steinmeyer. I don't think we've actually ever met, so he's a buddy, right? And so Chris and I start talking, and I'm like, hey man, I feel bad for the fact that you got sent on this goose chase for something that we may not actually need the service, because we're going to give it to the neighbor who's going to be able to do it, very readily, very easily. But I feel bad for you doing that, so I'm going to give you a shout out on a little clip that we'll put on. We may throw it into one of our shows, but it'll at least be on the internet, and we probably edit it in somewhere for fun. But I just felt like this guy really went above and beyond the call. And as it turns out, we may end up letting him do the lawn care. I've got another good friend of mine who does lawn care, of course, but this is the kind of stuff you do in our community to help make the world a little bit better place and help those. So cameraman, I appreciate you sticking around late tonight to do the scroll back and forth as I stand here. You can see the cameras still scrolling. Thank you. Overtime I owe you. But we want to give a shout out to the guys who've helped our community. But there it is. This is Chris. It's Landshark Lawn, and they do a great job. And you can see their entire website over here as I put it up on the screen. And we just want to keep doing what we do to help the community so that we can help those around us that are close to what we do, right? So Chris is awesome. I want to give him the shout out. I told him I'd make this little video of him for him just because he gave us a great service and helped us and ran around the county to get around to the property and check everything out. So it's these kind of people that really make life exciting and help people and do a good job, and I wanted to give them a shout out. So check those guys out. But when you get to work with guys like this that are this professional, they're the kinds of people you do want to work with. So Landshark Lawn, you can see them up here, landsharklawn.com. Check them out. Get a hold of these guys. Get a hold of Chris. He and his business partner, they both got their cell phone numbers on the website. You can see there too. And give a shout out for them, because these guys do good stuff, and we want to help our community. All right, everybody. Talk to you soon, and go out there and help some people. Giddy up.